It's the 9th of September 2010 and this is Timo Franc at Plymouth Arts Centre with poetry and music.
Today is the 9th of September 2010. It's 9 years to the day that Ahmed Shah Massoud, the Lion of Panjshir, was assassinated. And today we are in Plymouth Arts Centre, Battery Street Studios, with U1, a collective of artists with various exhibitions and displays of their work, and my involvement here today is with my poetry and with the music that we've created to go with the poetry. A book of Hafiz, it's their fortune for the day, and on this particular day it was the 9th of September, 9 years ago, and he was a man that was moderate in his views, but he wanted women and children to be educated, and he just wanted this country to be free. So it's not to do with the politics, not to do with religion, it's to do with the freedom of the man and his essence and what he wanted to do, what he wanted to say. So this particular poem is called Joyous, and it's saxocolically salutary. Saxocolically, if anybody wants to look it up, means living in or around rocks, and that's all he spent most of his life when the Russians invaded the Panjshir Valley, where he comes from, and he's known as the Lion of Panjshir, and he lived most of the time amongst rocks with his the Mujahideen, who became the Northern Alliance, who were on the Allied side against the Taliban. So he was assassinated 2 days before 9/11, 9 years ago. Okay, so this is Joyous. Lion of Panjshir from Afghanistan. Neopolitic, shooting the fat to the rhythm of a shifting map. Living in the valley of dreamless nights. Snow leopard rare to behold, with the eagle in sight, oars slippery, ripple of light. white rumour of ecstasy, the grace of the snake in the long grass, striking for victory. The song will last, and have danced to a silhouette long gone, through mountain paths, lead his people out of timeline, sharing Mulberry with a ride by, in the infinity drum climb, driven by the crime line, baby silent, mindful, the eye disabled child, wrinkled and mild, theatre of war and its drama, said some. Not risky to be poking fun, where is my arm, mama? Her right stump glistening in the midday sun. My name is Timo Franc, and timofranc.com on you find my website on Google, Yahoo, put it in any search engine. And the reason behind this poetry was because Ahmed Shah Massoud, when he was a young man, he was an architect student, and the Russians invaded Afghanistan, and they turned into like a guerrilla army and formed the Mujahideen, fought the Russians for 9 years. They tried to take the Panjshir Valley where he came from, and he was known as the Lion of Panjshir because of the lions that were there. And it goes back for a story, it's a myth behind the story of the lions. But he's known as the Lion of Panjshir, and he was assassinated 2 days before 9/11, kind of lost in the news of the events globally. And it's nothing to do with the politics or the religion of the man or mine or anybody else's. It's to do with the art and the nature of the fact that he used to read Hafez, the 13th century poet, to his troops in between battles. And the man, for his adult life, till he was assassinated, was at war with one faction or another. And this 14 poems are wrote in the form of the Lion of Panjshir, spelling out Lion Panjshir, L for lento, I for idyll, and O for an ode, and N for narrative, and so forth, right through. So it's to re-educate, go through the AINA organisation, and it's one to re-educate children in Afghanistan. So directly translating it into Dari, which is this language, won't necessarily teach them the forms of poetry because the translations won't be in rhyming so much in the schemes, but the emphasis of the story will be enough for them, and you can still show them how you can do the form. So it's to re-educate it as like a social enterprise. And we created the music locally with local musicians and visiting artists, visiting musicians, and we created the music ourselves in the studio to go with the poems. So it's all a major piece of artwork and music, and hopefully people will see that it's non-political, it's non-religious, it's just to do with the actual art side of this man and my kind of tribute to him. And it's not just him, it's to do with the nature of freedom, I think. So every one of us is inborn with a spiritual path. Everybody seems to be on the same journey around the world. It just takes, I know it's some simple ideology, but it just seems everybody's on just different paths on the same journey. So that's it.
Recorded on mini DV at Plymouth Arts Centre, a recycled video in 2016. You can contact Timo Franc at timofranc@gmail.com. This has been a Chris Summerfield video production 2016. You can contact me at ccsPhoto12@hotmail.com, and if you can help sponsor my videos, you can PayPal me through christophersummerfield@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video. It's a lifestyle thing. who you want to be. Be free.